In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to organize your qualitative data and write your Chapter 4. So in this example, there were 3 interview questions that were posed to 13 participants. And the questions are listed here on the top of this page just for your reference. The first was describe your experiences of the biofeedback treatment. The second was describe the benefits of the biofeedback treatment. And the third was describe the detriments of the biofeedback treatment. And so the author first addressed question number 1, describing the experience, and you can see on this document here that the author wrote all of the responses down to this particular question, and then you can see the P1 or P2, that's keeping track of the participant number, and that is a recommended way of doing that. You cannot quote the individual in the paper. You'll see how there's a variety of color coding, and that takes place as you read each response carefully and numerously and with the help of another set of eyes, your editor, so that you can start seeing themes or consistent processes of responses, and then you can color code those accordingly. So this is the raw data from the direct quotes of the participants. And what the author did then was take that information and transfer it into an organized table. So from the responses of telling about the experience, the author noted there was the dynamic of the experience and then gave the specific quotes to back that up. There was also a section talking about the process of the experience, and here's some subheadings underneath that as well. And then the third was the product of the experience, and you can see the different quotes and headings there. So this was the first question. Now if we go to our paper, you can see how then you're able to write this into your Chapter 4. So the first section of Chapter 4 will be the demographics. And so I suggest that you refer to the other tutorial labeled Data Collection and Quantitative Analysis for better understanding of how to write the demographics. But when you get into your pure qualitative data, you're going to lead off with a paragraph just outlining what this section is going to be about. And you'll also talk about some of the major themes. So you can see the major themes here were the overall experiences, the benefits, and the detriments. Your themes do not come directly from your interview questions, so they're an overarching. Okay? So you can see here is the first theme, overall experiences, and now the author is providing a lead-off paragraph explaining what this theme looks like, and then provides specific examples or quotes. And this is listed here. Notice that it's indented and it's not quoted, and directly behind the quote is the participant number. If you find that you need to add information to make the quote meaningful, then you can put that within brackets here. So this is how the author wrote the first component or the first theme. And then this was one of the sub-themes that was noted as well. And then the author is writing about those sub-themes and continues on until this first theme is completely discussed. Then you can see the second theme, which is the intervention benefits, and that data is on this page here. And this is information that will assist you in being able to disseminate. Notice again, the color coding, which was used on the raw data, and that was on another document, to be able to identify the different areas or the different sub-themes as they relate to the interview question. And then the 4 areas came out of the benefits of improved performance, concentration, control, and calm, understanding vision, and then automated play. So again, now we go back to our paper, and this is our second theme, intervention benefits. And again, the author has provided a lead-off paragraph to prepare the reader for the content of this section, and also provides specific comments to again illustrate or support those findings. And so you can see this section. Usually 3 or 4 participant quotes are enough to support your theme. If you have more participants than 15, then it's appropriate for you to add more participant quotes as well. So you can see how the information continues in this section in support of this theme, with appropriate sub-themes being offered as needed. And then finally, the last part was the detriments. And so to explain that, I'll pull up that document for us. If I can find it, here it is. So you can see here is where the author is asking about the negative aspects, and automatically there are 4 sub-themes that come to mind. And you can see there's no responses, they're relaxed, focus more on technique than skill, and competition. And if I toggle back to the paper, we can see where the information is provided in the final section of the paper. Now, the author wanted to emphasize that the majority of the participants did not identify any detrimental, and so the author used actual percentage, and that is appropriate to do if you find that there is a majority of responses leaning in one direction, but it is not a common practice that we see in qualitative. And so again, the author is discussing this section, identifying the theme, and then again supporting the theme with specific participant quotes. So again, in summary, in developing your qualitative data, you want to have all of your interview responses typed. I would recommend making it very large print and legible, and begin reading line by line, identifying similarities or consistencies in responses, and then color coding those accordingly, so that as you see the different themes developing or originating from your transcript, those will come to surface, and you'll be able to go back to those readily using the different color codes. So I will have these data sets and this paper available to you underneath this tutorial so that you can refer back at your own convenience. Thank you.